Welcome back, guys. In this video we're going to cover the new legendary items, and there's a whole lot to cover, so let's just get started. New legendary items. Legendary is a category of item that used to be the most powerful tier. They're your completed non-boots items that don't build into anything else. We've assessed different items classes to see which niches were most needed to create more meaningful choices. We also ensured that tools that were taken out of the item pool had good replacements when it made sense. Since Liandry's is now mythic, for instance, Demonic Embrace fills the niche for tankier champs who can't pick Liandry's every game, but still need the burn effect to deal relevant damage in fights. Because Mercurial Scimitar now geared more towards marksman champions, we created a new version for fighters and assassins. Grievous Wounds warrants a special call out. We want to give more people access to it in ways that feel appropriate for the playstyles. Very cool. So now let's look at what they've made. The Collector, it gives burst damage. The Collector offers marksman champions a more aggressive option for when they find themselves facing squishy foes. It is built out of Serrated Dirk, Pickaxe, Cloak of Agility, and 425 gold. It costs 3000 gold, and it gives you 50 attack damage, 20% critical strike, and 12 lethality. The effect is Death and Taxes. Dealing damage that would leave an enemy below 5% health executes them. Champion kills an additional 25 gold. Very cool. Gives you a little bit extra burst damage, gives you some lethality, some critical strike chance that was specified in the stat update video, and also you get an execute on champions that is below 5% health. So a little bit worse version of the Elder Dragon soul, but all in all, very cool. Extra damage, gold as well. Navari Quickblade. Navari Quickblades. Wow, that's difficult for me to say. Allows crit heavy builds to scale their ability casting as well. It costs 3400 gold. It is built out of Caulfield's Warhammer, Pickaxe, Cloak of Ability, and 825 gold. It gives you 60 attack damage, 20% critical strike chance, and 30 ability haste. That's a lot. Deft Strikes. Your critical strikes with basic attacks reduce your non-ultimate ability cooldowns by 20% of their remaining cooldown. So we've seen this effect before. It's a little bit like the old Essence Reaver, but it's only of 20% of the remaining cooldown and not the entire cooldown. So interesting. Force of Nature, an old acquaintance. Force of Nature helps turn tanks into a swift behemoths in the face of ability cast heavy enemy teams. It costs 2900 gold. It is made out of Negatron Cloak, Winged Moonplate, Ruby Crystal, and 800 gold. It gives you 350 health, 60 magic resist, and 5% movement speed. Absorb. Taking damage from abilities grants you 6 movement speed and 4 magic resist for 5 seconds, and it stacks up 5 times. So you get 30 movement speed and 20 magic resist. Each unique ability instance gives 1 stack. Okay, so you can't cast the same spell over and over again. So let's just say if you had Cassiopeia who had this, I don't believe she would build it, but casting the same E over and over again won't give her more stacks. So it's a lot like the passive for Samira, where you have your unique style. Next up is Serpent's Fang. Serpent's Fang helps assassins strike back against shield-heavy compositions that formerly rendered them weak. Base stats: 2800 gold. Serrated Dirk, Pickaxe, and 825 gold to build it, and it gives you 60 attack damage and 18 lethality. Your basic attacks and abilities deal 50 plus 40% bonus AD additional physical damage to shielded targets. So if you want to go through some of these AD carries who have those extra shields from their runes and maybe all other shields they get from Lulu or Seraphine, all that stuff, this is very effective. Next up is Horizon Focus. Gives long range artillery and control mages another damage alternative that loops into the playstyle. It is built out of Needlessly Large Rod, Hextech Alternary, and 700 gold. Gives you 100 ability power, so a lot of oomph, and it costs 3000 gold. Effect is Hyper Shot, damaging ability with a non-target ability over 750 range, and immobilizing them reveals them and increases their damage taken from you by 10% for 6 seconds. So very cool, good against a target that is invisible, like a Kali. If she's in her shroud, it will reveal them. Very cool. Next up is Cosmic Drive. If you want to deal death by 1,000 spells instead of a needlessly large burst and move fast while doing it, this is for you. That's also why it looks like Cassiopeia on the icon, I guess. It costs 3,000 gold, is made out of Phoenix Codex, Kindle Gem, Amplifying Tome, and 865 gold. It gives you 70 ability power, 200 health, and 30 ability haste, so a lot of haste. And the effect is Spell Dance. Dealing damage with abilities grants 10 plus 20% ability haste percentage, 20% ability haste movement speed for 4 seconds. So like if you have 100 ability haste, you get 20, then you gain an extra 30 movement speed for 4 seconds when you do damage with an ability. So very good for Cassiopeia, I guess. Rise as well. All these champions that are just spamming their spells all the time. So yeah, cool. Demonic Embrace, a new helm for those bruisers and battle mages that want to get into the thick of things, bulk up, and deal excellent damage over time. You'll need to throw out 3,000 bananas for this one. Your build path is Blasting Wand, Giant's Belt, Amplifying Tome, and 850 gold. Ability power is 70, and your health is 350 that you gain on top of it. The effect is Asakana Gaze. Asakana Gaze? Dealing ability damage burns enemies for 1.5 max health damage, max health magic damage every 4 seconds. Gain 10 armor and magic resist while a champion is affected, plus 2.5 armor and magic resist for each additional champion affected. So what we're seeing here is a lot of scaling, and you have that burning effect for bruisers and battle mages. So I like to see a lot more of these items that gives AP bruisers some more options. Very good, very nice. I like that. We didn't have that before or previously. Cyrilda's Grudge. Cyrilda's Grudge caps off Assassin's builds, slowing enemies into their graves, with the rest of their items providing lethality to deal with carries early and mid-game. Grudge's percent penetration gives its users the means to threaten tanks in the late game as well. 3,400 gold cost, Caulfield's Warhammer, Last Whisper, and 850 gold to build it. Gives you 45 attack damage, 30% armor penetration, and 20 ability haste. The effect is Betrayal, that gives damaging abilities slow enemies for 30% for 1 second. So you can just hard slow a tank in a team fight where they won't be able to escape you. So very cool. And also it'll be really, really good peel. So it's very good offensively and defensively. Silvermere Dawn. The CC cleansing option for fighters as an alternative for Mercurial, which caters to crit users. Okay, so you want another CC removal ability that doesn't have to be Mercurial Scimitar. The base stats is 3,000 moolah. Build path is Quicksilver Sash, Pickaxe, Ruby Crystal, and 425 gold. So very affordable item, very easy to build because it's made of cheap components. Attack damage is 35 damage. You get 200 health and 35 magic resist. The effect is remove all disabilities except airborne and gain 40% tenacity and slow resistance for 3 seconds. That's nice. Can't be used while affected by airborne effects. So you don't get any help if Yasuo is on your ass. Chempunk Chainsword. Grievous wounds options for fighters and assassins will help you finish off pesky healers comes when they're low health. The total cost is 2,700 dough, And build path is Executioner's Calling, Caulfield's Warhammer, Ruby Crystal, and 400 gold. You get 45 attack damage, 200 health, and 15 ability haste. Hackshorn. Hackshorn? I don't know. Who knows? Dealing physical damage, applies 40% grievous wounds to enemy champions for 2 seconds. If the target is below 50 health, the effect is increased to 600 grievous wounds. 60% grievous wounds. That's nice. That's really cool. Fantastic. Love my team. Lubricates the throat. Chemtech Putrefier. A grievous wounds option for support champions, which is amplified by immobilizing enemy champions. Cool. 2300 gold. The build path is Oblivion Orb, Bandle Glass Mirror, and 4500 gold. Ability power 50, ability haste 15, and base mana regen is 100%. Puffcap Toxin. Dealing magic damage applies 40% grievous wounds for champions for 2 seconds. Immobilizing champions applies 60% grievous wounds instead. So a lot of grievous wounds actions here. Very cool with all the healing creep that we have been seeing in the past few years. So nice, we like this. Staff of Flowing Water. New item for enchanters that lets you support mage carries and zoom alongside them. The base stats is it costs 2300 coins out of your purse. Build path is Forbidden Idol, Blasting Wand 650 gold, ability power 60, you get healing and shield power for 10%, and you get 100% base mana regen. Effects is Rapids, healing and shielding an ally grants you both 15% movement speed and 20 to 40 ability power for 3 seconds, scaling on ally levels. The next one is Stirring Warstone. I have been looking forward to this one. Ever needed one more pocket? We're taking a swing at solving the age-old inventory crunch for support players by giving them access to a growing item that can hold control ward. This is cool. Ooh, okay, the base stats is 1100 gold, but you can only purchase it when you're above level 13. So you can zoom around in the early game with 3 control wards at all times. I like that. That is very cool. Effects is Arcane Cache. This item can store up to 3 purchase control wards. Does that mean you have to buy the controllers? Yeah, it does, right? So even though you buy the Stirring Warstone, you still have to buy the control wards. And then it has an effect called Blooming Empire. This item transforms into Watchful Warstone once you've placed 20 stealth wards. And that is this one. Keep your final slot for some combat power while establishing your dominance as the vision controller. Upgrades from Stirring Warstone, so this is the upgrade. It gives you 25 ability haste. It can still store 3 control wards, but increase your stealth ward and control ward placement caps by 1. Oh, whoa, oh, this is insane. This is insane. So you can have 4 stealth wards on the map and 3 control wards on the map afterwards. This is such a cool item. Holy moly. Okay. Oh, I can't wait to see what people can make out of this, because this is a really, really cool item. God damn. God damn, son. Oh my god, I love this item. I'm not a support main, but this changes a lot, because it's been quite some time now since we saw some changes to the vision aspect of the game, because you've only been able to have 3 stealth wards on the map for some time now, and only been able to place 1 control ward at a time. Sorry, I said 3, but you could only place 1 control ward at a time. Now you can have 2. So saying you have 2 control wards, one to ward up maybe Barrier and Dragon, or if you are having trouble, or you're like both offensively and defensively, you can have 2 control wards in the opening of each jungle. So it could be red and blue side for your enemy team if you're ahead, or you know, red and blue side on your own jungle side if you're behind. So very, very good to establish vision. So cool item. Very excited to see what this can do. Vigilant Warstone. Scale later into the game by turning your ward slot into a power slot. The 6th item fantasy is now reality for support. It costs 2300 gold. It is Watchful Warstone plus 1200 gold. It gives you 40 ability haste and 10% movement speed. Arcane Cast, you can still hold 3 control wards. Purchased control wards, very important too. It gives you an entirely bigger cap. It gets you a bigger cap for both Stealth Ward and Control Ward. And rules for purchase. Okay, so you can buy this item. So this thing upgrades. Is it from? Okay, so you can upgrade it even further. If you have the extra gold for it, if you want some more ability haste and some movement speed. So very big upgrade for supports. Looks very good for them. Very excited to see what this can do. This is probably my favorite item for the entire patch. Holy shit, it's so cool. Well, that was it for the legendary items, guys. Thank you for watching this far. If you've came this far along with me, I'm very excited to see what's going to come up next. I'm going to cover some of the updated legendary items in future videos and some of the jungle changes. So please stick around, and if you like this video, please leave a like and a subscribe and comment about what you want to see. But see you guys in the future, and peace out.